Xin chào, my name is Quinn Trin. You can find me online at miss-trin.com. In this video, I'm going to give you 7 tips to improve teacher presence. Now, how do you build and establish your teacher presence in the classroom? One of the challenges of supply teaching, no matter the classroom, is having a strong classroom presence. There's something about teachers who are able to command effortless respect and appropriate behavior from their students. It is that special something that makes the best teachers. It is something unique and innate in the way they carry themselves that cause students to behave differently around them. They have a strong classroom presence that helps to manage behavior. So if you lack in this natural skill, I will give you some tips, techniques, and strategies that you can use to help you develop your presence in the classroom. Let's look at the 7 techniques. Number 1, enter the classroom with confidence. I have never felt overly confident, but I always have the illusion of it by always coming into classroom and immediately establish my authority. I dress the part, stand tall, and look comfortable and self-assured. Use voice. Your voice is a valuable tool in creating presence in the classroom. Your voice can convey different meaning and bring about different responses from your students. If you cannot effortlessly transmit your message clearly to them, they will not take you seriously. Try keeping your voice steady and calm with an even pace and not too quick. Not only will it project that you are in fact calm, but it will also make it easier for students to understand you, especially during instructions. If you have something important to say, you want to drive the point home, slow down the rhythm of your voice. Also use pauses to emphasize a point. Breathing is very important as well. Focus on exhaling rather than inhaling when you breathe. This will make inhaling more automatic and relaxed. Turn and face the class before you speak. Open your mouth wide enough to be heard. Using your voice in these ways make it more effective. Number 3, use tone and inflection. The tone and the reflection of your voice conveys a great deal to students and has the power to motivate and to disengage students. As a teacher, you'll need different types of voices to get different responses from your students. Speaking in a monotone with no inflection conveys boredom and disinterest. Use a firm voice to grab attention in the classroom. Having a calm, deep voice rather than having a high-pitched tone or shouting can help to give a sense of authority. Use a softer, comforting voice to show you care and want to help. A calm, measured pace is preferable. To communicate concern, a quiet voice used one-on-one might be the best. Personally, I would like my voice to be recorded and have someone listen to me to understand what I sound like when I am speaking. This will definitely help me vary my tone to convey my intended message. Number 4, check your body language. Every facial expression, gesture, and movement conveys a message. Be aware of your nonverbal actions and intentionally use movement and gestures to convey what you want. One of the most important factors in the classroom presence is body language. Entering a room slouched, looking down, or even arms crossed, frowning, all have a negative effect on students. Before you start a lesson, think about how you want to stand. Standing with legs apart shows determination. Stand tall, shoulders back, but remain relaxed. Smile and nod to encourage students to participate more. Make eye contact to each of the students. The power of moving your eyes around the room from student to student will greatly improve your presence. A look or a movement of your head can be enough to gain the correct reaction from your students. Facial expressions need to match the body as well. Use your arms and hand gestures while talking to the class, especially to emphasize points. And finally, always maintain an open body language in your interactions with the students. Number 5, learn from the pros. You will learn a lot just by observing outstanding teachers and decoding what they do. Ask a fellow teacher or the school administrator if you can sit in on a class and observe what techniques teachers use. Take note of what's impactful and how students react to certain techniques. Doing this will help you take a deeper look into your style and make any necessary tweaks. As a supply, you have the opportunity to observe and continue to develop your skills. And the more you develop your presence, the more you will get respect in the classroom. Number 6, deeply care for your students. Strong presence can be compared to strong relationships with your students. If the students have a strong relationship with their teacher, then the students will be more willing to challenge themselves, and your presence will be focused on improving their performance. Due to the nature of our work as supply teachers, it will be more of a challenge because strong relationships takes time to develop. Finally, number 7, use the learning space. Making the most of the classroom space will help you to develop your presence as a teacher and manage student behavior. Move around the classroom while teaching to connect with students in different parts of the room. Try not to pace, but move in a deliberate manner. Stand in a new place for a moment and make eye contact with students in the new area before moving again. It is important to move towards the students when they are speaking. In addition, your presence in the room can also establish presence without speaking. The bottom line is to remember how you communicate with your students is just as important to what you communicate with your students. Be aware of your voice, body, nonverbal gestures, as well as classroom space can be helpful tips to build your teacher presence that you are looking for. Thank you very much for spending the time listening to this video. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up so that it will help me extend my reach. And subscribe if you haven't done so. I will see you all in my next video.